Hey everybody, so ever since After We Collided was announced, the After We Collided movie film adaptation was announced, the fans have been immediately asking, okay, when are we going to get this film? When are we going to get the film? Like, when are you guys going to start filming? When are you guys going to start filming? Now, I do not have the inside track on any of this. Just remember that when you're watching these videos, I do not have any insider knowledge. I know the same things that all of you know. I just, go on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, like all of that stuff, to sort of get this information. But again, I know the same thing that you guys know. So this is just like purely a speculation video of, just looking at everything. Like, when do I think that the fifth or After We Collided is officially going to start filming? Now, you have two very different franchises to compare this thing to. Either it will be a Twilight Hunger Games situation where they literally put out a film every single year, or you have a 50 Shades franchise where it's going to take, about 2 years for the next one to come out. Now, the reason why I'm going to put 50 Shades off to the side for a second and believe that this is going to be a yearly thing, that After is going to be released like every single year until they finish the franchise, or until they, if we go past the third film, which hopefully we will go past the third film, or past the second film, excuse me, I don't know what I was saying there. But yeah, the reason why I believe that it's going to be a Twilight Hunger Games situation versus a 50 Shades situation, because at this point it seems that they are moving faster on After We Collided than Universal, E.L. James, and like everybody involved with 50 Shades did. Because at this point, when Anna Todd put up that announcement, that big announcement that said, "Oh, by the way, yes, guys, we are officially getting the film." She all like right there in that picture showed the script pages. We have seen some of the script pages for this thing, and again, it just shows that they are already working on the script. They are already, pretty much have like a script. It looked like it was pretty much finished. But again, you go through rewrites, you go through all that. But whereas with 50 Shades, the problem with that is that they did not even start writing the script until the back half of 2019 or 2015, like towards like the later half of 20. Why do I keep wanting to say 2019? Because it is 2019 this year. But like you get what I'm saying, right? Like they didn't start writing the 50 Shades sequel or sequels um until like later in 2015. And also the big thing with 50 Shades is that they did those, shooting the two films back to back, because as far as I know, as far as I think anybody knows, they've only green lit After We Collided. So this is not a situation where they're going to have to shoot, the next two films back to back, or they're shooting them pretty much at the same time. This looks like a situation where, they're pretty much green lighting them as we go, and not as a sort of like a big package deal of like, okay, we're going to green light After We Collided, and then After We Fell, and, we're pretty much going to have those two be, shot back to back. And I think that's the best thing for the fans, though. That really is the best thing for the fans, because again, we won't have that long to wait, because it looks like they are really moving on After We Collided. It looks like they are really moving a lot faster. It would not surprise me if within the next couple of weeks we start to hear a little bit more about it, and we start to hear like some casting announcements, because Anna Todd, put something up, I think like on her Instagram story or something, or like somewhere. I don't know if it was like Anna Todd or somebody else, doing it, but it showed Anna Todd hanging out with a guy named Charlie Weber, who is, I think his name is Frank. I think he plays the character of Frank on How to Get Away with Murder. And like some fans have been speculating, like, what does this mean? Like oh, is he going to be, Vance, or like, is he going to be like one of the new characters? I really think he is. I'm more comfortable saying that Charlie Weber is going to get cast in After We Collided than I ever felt comfortable, putting out there that Max Martini is going to be in After We Collided. Because whereas Max Martini, all we saw was like some screen grabs of something from like Wikipedia, or even I think like somebody even did something with IMDb at one point. But whereas Charlie Weber is actually hanging out with Anna Todd, he's actually been seen with Anna Todd. And so that's just pure speculation on my part, but I just feel more comfortable, telling you guys, oh, by the way, somebody put up a video of Charlie Weber and Anna Todd hanging out. So that's what leads me to believe and be more comfortable saying I am about 99% certain that Charlie Weber will be playing a role in After We Collided. So but the big question of this video is, when are they going to start filming? Well, first of all, like, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, After We Collided is set in the winter, so they got to film in the winter. That's the great thing about movie magic. I mean, you can literally shoot a film any single time, any time of the year, and you can just, do like some movie magic to make it look like the winter. I mean, you can put some fake snow on the ground. You can bundle up the actors. I mean, that's the whole point of acting. I mean, you got to sell that it's the winter, because I've seen like several films or several TV shows where when you hear like the actors, sometimes, film stuff during, that is in the show or in the movie is supposed to be set in the summer, but they end up shooting it, like in the winter or like in the fall where it's not, where it's like really cold. Like, I've seen like even like some actors even joke with like pool scenes or beach scenes where it's like, oh yeah, you could see our teeth, chattering, pretty much there. You could see you could see it on our faces. Like, yeah, this is really cold. But yeah, so it doesn't necessarily have to wait until the winter. They don't necessarily have to wait. They could start shooting by the end of the year. They could start shooting, by the end of the summer. They could start, putting together like a more firm plan by the end of the summer of, okay, we're going to start shooting here. We're going to start shooting, say in September, October. And I'm just pure speculating here, but I think it's going to be released in 2020. Now, I want to see them shoot a little bit sooner, because I really do think that this could become a Valentine's Day release. I really do. I really do think that this could become a Valentine's Day date movie, and I do think that was like one of the issues that I had with the marketing or with the release schedule of After, is that I just kept sitting there thinking to myself, why didn't y'all go for that Valentine's release date? Why didn't you guys take advantage of Valentine's Day? Like, this thing could have, did a little bit more money on Valentine's Day if you guys could have done, like a romantic date night movie. But instead, you guys put it like in April, like a month or even like a couple of weeks before Avengers came out. So then the film could not really have that long of a play. It could not really, make really any money, or like not a lot of money, because again, the Avengers came in and pretty much, snapped away pretty much like 90% of the films that were in existence at that point out of the theaters, because the theaters pretty much said, or one of my theaters told me that, we would have kept After for at least another week had Disney not emailed us saying that, oh, by the way, you can put as many showtimes as you want for the Avengers, but you cannot take away any of our other shit. Like, you cannot lose our other shit. So yeah, this is just pure speculation on my part, but I really do think that they're going to start filming by the end of the year. It would not surprise me if they start shooting, say, September, October, right around that area, probably be done by Christmas or like right around December. For like a release in, say, February. I want to see them do like a Valentine's release, so like say sometime in February. But again, this is pure speculation, so jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all this. As always, thank you so much for watching. As always, remember, if you like what you see here, every day or with daily uploads, I will be posting the read-throughs of the After series. Right now I'm on After We Collided. I will be going through the entire franchise, so keep looking forward to that. Now that we have the green light, I will bring you guys updates on all the filming news, on all the casting news. When they finally announce an official release date, I will bring you guys all that information. Every other day, I will be posting videos talking about, say, different topics that might come up in the fandom, or different topics that I might think about the After franchise. So yeah, keep looking forward to that. If there's a topic that you guys want to see me talk about, or you want to hear my thoughts on, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section on these videos. I will try to see them. Or if you do not feel comfortable with that, just shoot me an email. You can find my information on the About section of the channel. And remember, I'll see you later, Afternators. Take care, y'all.